All right, so here we are. Final car.
Final car, mine. This is Zeus, my 19 XP Turbo, and it's bone stock. really slow.
Super bone stock.
So let's race for pinks. No, so I got I'm a Boondocker fan. Actually, the only reason why I have a sticker on here is because when Dustin and I got this cage delivered to Bud's, it looked like somebody had ran a forklift through it like 4 times.
Yup.
Not stoked about it. So
no, we inspected this thing. We might be able to get a view of the dents.
nope.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah, so both sides actually had marks in it that looked like somebody had run a forklift right down the side of it when they were picking it up on the pallet. Something, I don't know. And there's also some other foul play up front and back here. Like you can see back here, this was not from me, but that is definitely from whoever shipped it. Fastaway. But
Our awesome shipping companies that we get.
anyway, I didn't want to send it back. It was going to cost me money to send it back, and I didn't want to do that. So we just kept it. But anyway, so this is the Sandworks cage. I do have Boondocker stickers on it, so I have a Dominator kit from Boondocker on it. Had 0 problems. Had it on there from day one. Actually got the car, unloaded it myself off the semi from Polaris into the dealership. It sat in my stall when I worked at Bud's for
3 months.
3 months before all my parts got here, so I didn't even put the factory cage on it. I put this cage right on it. Got the Boondocker kit, which is the big turbo, charge tube, intake tube, and head studs on it. And I've had 0 problems with it, honestly. Like I said before, the other guys have had some problems on it. With Boondocker, I have none. I love it. I have 2,800 miles on this now, and really the only issue I've had with the car would be my intercooler.
Yep.
So we were in the dunes in St. Anthony's, and out of all the cars that have problems, it's the newest car. Go figure, right? So I didn't know what it was in the beginning. It was just blowing a whole bunch of smoke and just no power, and it was overheating and all this crap. So
yeah, we were extremely worried that you had blown a head gasket while we were out there.
Like, I had head studs. We were like, how could that happen, you know? So one of the guys, I think it was Sam actually, he goes, did you check your intercooler? And I was like, I didn't. So we pulled the cooler out, and it was just dripping wet with coolant. Just my plenum and everything was just full of coolant. We're out in the dunes. We're in St. Anthony's, so we were out there for like 6 days, I think.
Yep, this happened on the second day.
Second day out there. So I was pretty bummed. So we've been calling around looking for an intercooler, and Southern Idaho is pretty darn close. Where St. Anthony's is pretty darn close, about 3 hours from Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
And we called K&T Performance, and they actually had OEM one and their aftermarket ones. And so they actually cut me a deal on the new aftermarket one and delivered it to the dunes. Like we were saying with MTS, as far as customer service goes, K&T Performance it was above and beyond. Honestly, they lowered the price of the cooler and brought it to me. So I can't say enough about them. And a couple of the guys are gonna actually get the cooler from them because of that. So shout out to them. That's awesome. And put that in. You can't see it, but it's awesome. I actually lowered the temps in the dunes. Didn't really notice.
Yeah, you can't see it at all up in there.
No.
Maybe.
Take our word for it. It looks cool.
There we go. You can see it right there.
You can see it over there. Perfect.
Yep. She's looking good.
This is probably dirty.
You might be able to see the K&T logo in there.
I just did a quick wash job on this, so it's not perfect. But anyway, I got Captain's Choice on here. Pretty much what we all run.
Yep.
In my opinion, personally, it's one of the best sounding exhausts on the market. As far as exhaust goes, like it's 3-inch from the turbo back, and if you want it quiet, you can just make it quiet. So why not have that, right? Also got MTS on this. What the other guys have been talking about. I put 2000 in this. So this car came with Walker Evans, which nobody likes. Thank you, Polaris. So I put Fox on it, and it's actually a 2016 front and rear suspension off the 16 Razor, and then I mounted, since 16 is a remote reservoir, not on the actual shock body, it's up here, so I had to put them up here. But MTS on there, like we said before, that's fantastic. Can't say that enough. The shocks are huge difference from stock. Huge difference. I actually, in the dunes, we were racing people that on paper were much faster than me. But since I could have the suspension to go over the whoops, I could just hold it through the throttle the whole time. So I ended up beating them when I shouldn't have. But that being said, really highly recommend MTS. Great company. Got rugged. We already went over rugged. You guys know how we feel about rugged. Got ride command on there. That didn't come factory in the car. I ended up putting that in. Love it. That is fantastic. You'll never get lost ever, which I'm terrible with navigation. He usually navigates, but if I was out there by myself, that's why I can actually come home at night. Just for funsies, I put a boost gauge on it just because I like watching the needle move really fast. Pretty fun to me. Got the mod quad mirror as well. We'll be getting that powder coated purple eventually. Kind of match the, I kind of want to do a purple and white theme. So I got the 50 cal racing 3-inch wide harnesses. I don't have a cool shifter like everybody else does, but hey, that's to come. It'll be here eventually. I do have, what was this?
I can't remember where we got that from.
You got it for me, didn't you?
Yeah, we got it. I ordered it through work. I don't remember exactly where we got it from.
It's more of like, it's, as you guys can see, it's bent instead of being straight like a typical stock Polaris when it's bent. But I went ahead and put heat or hand warmers in here, like off what you would put on a four-wheeler, and put them on here, and then ran the wires down in here, and then here's a switch for it, so that the wife could have warm hands if she wanted, which actually works out really well. She loves it and uses it all the time. And then you got your push to talk for your rugged. But as far as that goes, I don't really have anything else in here. I got Polaris stock soundbar, which I really don't even use unless I'm washing the car, but other than that, don't really use it. As far as that goes, I don't really have, well, if you come over here, I have some evidence of foul play.
Yeah, there's a couple tire marks there.
I talked about it a little bit in the last video, but it's definitely I got jumped onto. It's like it was Monster Jam or some stupid thing. So
Monster Jam versus Demolition Derby.
yeah, like if you were to mix the two together. But I had the tire right here. If I would have had a passenger, it would have been pretty scary for them because the tire was right here and it came out of nowhere. But anyway, his car, the orange one you guys had seen, was right about here on me. And so that's why all this is the way it is, unfortunately. But we got the parts coming for that, so that'll be fixed here soon. But the light bar is, I put this on here for, we were going to the dunes and I just wanted the light bar, so Dustin actually had an extra light bar laying around, and I was like, dude, I'll just put that on. That was like a year and a half ago.
Yep.
So I haven't changed that yet. I've been wanting to get a white one with black back set, and I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
So light bar's great. No idea what brand it is, but it works great.
eBay special.
eBay special. These actually aren't light bar mounts either.
They're
They're for a mirror, right?
no, actually I think those are they're just the clamp style where you don't have to
They are for a light bar?
drill any holes or anything like that in your cages.
Well, I thought I was just being creative and put a mirror bracket on there, but they actually work out really well. If you don't care about it scratching when you initially put it on, they work great.
Yeah, you're fine. Just don't worry about
Just
the
don't ever
little
take
stuff.
it off. But pretty much, as far as that goes, I'm pretty sure I covered everything. Other than I got the XCOM tires, which those have 20, well, probably about 2,000 miles on them. They've also been wearing just as great as the one you see on Tempest, the blue car. They are awesome, in my opinion. I'll just, if I go to a 32, I'm going to try to find those in a 32 if I end up going to a 32.
Good luck.
But if I don't, I'll end up getting these again, which these are a 30. And other than that, I think I will be getting a new fender flare, and fascia. And when I get the shop put up in my backyard someday, I'm going to go ahead and strip all the stickers off of it, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the entire car and kind of do some cool stuff with the paint and powder coat suspension a little bit. Just kind of change it up. We are getting seats in the near future. Hopefully sooner than later. But we're going to go with PRP seats. Also going to order through Bus Fire Sports with the guy holding the camera. and then have the Imperial Off-Road logo on that as well. For the most part, I think that's everything that is kind of just everything you can see for the most part.
Besides your wheels.
Besides the wheels, but those are actually wheels. Those were your old wheels, aren't they?
Yep, those are my old wheels. They are STI, I believe HD 4s.
Great wheel, I really like them. Although we were riding one time and the wife was driving, we were going up some rocks, and she did split one in half. So I thought she initially broke the tire or popped the tire, but when I got looking further, the wheel was actually sitting on the radius rod.
Yep.
It was broken in half. So that kind of sucks. So I got a brand new one of those, but I've had.
Yep.
You can't tell now. But aside from that, the car's been great. I love the car. It hasn't really given me any problems other than when we went to San Anthony. But I guess that's going to wrap up the video for now. We got everybody's car done. If you guys have watched this far, I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Come back when we get to do his car and on the next ride that we all go on. We also might be doing a small video on Sam's car and what he thinks about the new tuner that he's got and all the clutching that he's got. All of it's mech into one. It's supposed to go together now. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. We'll just give you a quick little rundown of what all of our cars are, just quickly, even though it kind of was more in depth than I thought we were going to go. Thanks for watching, guys.
We are just test fitting a fabricated part here, replacing
This
rear.
old wimpy plate.
Yep, super thin gauge. Purpose, you know, it's serving it, but not doing it fantastically. So this is our idea of a suitable upgrade. Still, this is the prototype unit here. Those are not our welds, but it's doing okay. We're liking how it provides access to the transmission still. Still got the factory tow point, but we'll probably take that off of this machine, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're testing bolt length, making sure nothing's bound up. Trying to decide what else. Oh,
Somebody's not very good at pool.
somebody got a little sauce on that ball there. That guy right there.
Not very good at pool. Turns out.
Not professional. That's a
Absolutely.
table scratch.
Yeah. Hey, you might want to check for chips.
Shop dog.
Cracks.
What's up, dude?
Hey, I almost bounced into the razor too.
So yeah, we're just R&D on this product here. We're gonna see how it works on this unit and possibly make more for my machine too. So looking good so far. We're in the beginning stages of R&D here on this plate that we have dreamed up. Many times in the past we have needed a tow hook that is above water or above mud and dirt, and this is hopefully going to alleviate that need. So anyways, these holes here will be good for tying down. I have a UTV rack, so this hole will be super convenient versus using that hole right there. So this would be a lot better for that. This is 3/8 plate, and that is significantly thicker than stock. So right now this is the first test run here.
Here's stock.
Yeah, here's the stock one. You can see it is super thin. Probably weighs what, like a few ounces?
Maybe a pound.
Yeah, it doesn't weigh anything. It's super light. Very light. So kind of depressing when you actually get it in your hands. It's amazing that it actually does its job. So this will be a hell of a lot beefier and hopefully work a lot better. Again, this is the prototype. This is not the finished welds that will be on the next ones. So a little bit of R&D starting here, and we're just checking angles, checking bolt lengths, seeing what we need to move on.